Good almost afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing from where we left off last time by beginning the new content update, Old Wounds. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get underway.
A word of caution, Lord Sovu. If my time investigating Darth Nal's work has taught me anything, she did not like visitors.
Understatement that.
I do not fear the dead.
You should. You're probably going to end up being one of the first casualties.
I knew the moment you asked me here, you finally understood your limitations. It is no secret. Your role in the hand of the Empire should have gone to me. You are clever, I'll grant you that, but weak. We were never truly equals. Your expertise does have its uses, however. Get on with it.
As you wish. Do you know what this is? No, of course you don't.
The mouse shows some teeth. Amusing. But look at this. You've saved me so much time, Rivix.
Don't do anything foolish.
Please do something foolish and end up dead. Exactly as expected. It's only unfortunate that it didn't fry you to death.
You're right, Sovu. We are not equals. But you do have your uses. Priority message for Keeper. I've found something very interesting.
Kill you.
I called that one. Good job, Darth Vader.
I don't fear the dead either.
Put it down.
Of course she'd interfere.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Very clever.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing. Here we go.
I've only just arrived, and you're already here to welcome me. Your hospitality is awe-inspiring.
Do you ever take anything seriously? I thought this was important.
What could be more important than appreciating good manners? This, perhaps? It belonged to Darth Nowell.
Was that so hard? Now tell me what this is.
I have a theory, but that is all it is. A theory. I brought it to you in the hope that you could confirm it. Colonel Gola and Talos Drellick have been hard at work, combing through everything we've found, using the data to pinpoint other locations that may have been under Darth Nowell's control. But their expertise only reaches so far. You, however, have specialists and resources at your disposal that could identify what we've found.
Maybe all the cutting-edge technology in our research laboratory can help. We'll take it there.
To your fascinating Hutt scientist. I welcome the opportunity to speak with him again.
You say that now, but 5 minutes into his theory on heliocentric gravitational constants, you'll be changing your tune.
Nonsense.
Yep, I agree.
That sounds fascinating. Lead the way. I am eager to learn what secrets this relic may be hiding.
Until next time.
Half the time I forget which way to go to Dr. Ogorov because we don't see him that often anymore.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
And she would know.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and won. Bask's son and his Darmanda have taken their credits and scuttled back to whatever cave spawned them. All as expected. What was unplanned, the gap in our armor, is the fear we engineered in our enemy. They brought an entire fleet to rescue poor Shay. Such cowardice in those who call themselves Mandalorians. It cost us what we built on Runuk. We bled, but we gained something far more important. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance.
Balance. Yeah, okay.
Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
So much for finding his way without that.
I meant to say before, I ran into your old friend when I found Null's relic, Tau Adair. She put up quite a fight. She tries so fiercely to hide her contempt, yet she fails spectacularly.
I would dress you down for letting her escape. But at least I'll have another opportunity to pay her back for Corellia.
I have no doubt you'll get the chance. Eventually. I'm certain the Jedi will not rest until she has rescued the wayward Padawan.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
The intricacies of the device were fascinating. I would be more than happy to go over the details.
But not right now.
Of course. Some other time, then.
If you can spare a moment, Lord Rivix, we can speak afterward. Until then, I performed a scan that can identify dormant energy signatures. even if all that's left is the smallest trace, invisible to instruments you would find in more modest facilities. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
I was beginning to think no one would ever tell me anything about Darth Nul that doesn't lead to more questions.
I aim to please. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That is curious. Before recent decades, Sith did not typically use Adigan crystals. They were favored by Jedi in Darth Nul's lifetime, if she lived as long ago as we hypothesize.
So why did Darth Nul have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
The answer may be more apparent than we think. We know Darth Nul created the Children of the Emperor. Perhaps she used the crystals in her method of binding Jedi prey to her master.
What else could she have built with them?
In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
I'm not sure the victims of Nul's mind control techniques would agree, but I see your point. This might be the time to speak to Malgus again. You can ask about the interesting discoveries we've made here today.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Nul as well as he thinks he does. It's time I found out for sure.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
If we're finished here, I have places to be.
forgotten that Malgus' prison was on the fleet.
Resource rationing will remain until victory is achieved.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorov paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Nul's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting.
And let's not forget Darth Nul's holocron falling into the hands of Heta Kol.
You never slow down, do you?
This coming from you. I've seen you charge into action more times than I can count. Though truthfully, you're annoyingly adept at it.
Very true.
Should I cough to remind both of you I'm here?
Not necessary. What we learned about Darth Nul's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way! I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Empress and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Heta, with or without permission.
This is not the place to start a fight.
I don't start fights. I end them. You should keep that in mind after what happened on Runic. We both need this. So, what's it gonna be?
You're not going in there. That's final.
Think about it. I'm the only one here who knows him. I get how he thinks, how he twists everything around, what's really important to him. I can make this happen.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
I don't like it. Any contact with Malgus is dangerous.
You're right, but I survived by his side longer than most. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
This is a terrible risk, but time is short. We need something new to provoke Malgus.
If it helps, we'll be in full control. Something feels off. We shut everything down.
The moment you cease being useful, you're cut off, is that clear? She doesn't move from this spot.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
Still sitting on the throne of defeat.
I told you he won't respond to that. Get him to think you're on his side.
If you explain to me what you hope to accomplish, maybe I can help you. Maybe there's another way to finish what you started. A way that others will accept.
Few minds can comprehend my vision.
Oh, please.
That is true. You and I have a unique perspective.
Perhaps that is why they parade you in front of me.
Good start. Try asking him something.
We learned that Darth Null used Jedi techniques in her work. Did you know about that?
Do you think there is any knowledge of Darth Null that I do not already possess?
Yes.
It was only a matter of time before you discovered the connection. Her mastery of Jedi secrets is woven into all of her creation. Like her, my vision surmounts Jedi and Sith, Empire and Republic.
Showing our hand wouldn't have been my choice, but you got him talking. Ask about Hedda.
But where does this all end? What happens if you succeed?
I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osic. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shay Vizsla.
Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Heta Kol gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Heta will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
As expected.
Can you not see it? The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
Nothing lasts forever.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
Here we go.
Someone somewhere is always asking something of me.
I understand that this is one request out of many, but the circumstances are unique. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
Others have been handling your responsibilities during your little personal visit. I needed you to help identify one of Darth Nul's relics, and you were nowhere to be found.
I apologize, but I could not have ignored an invitation from the three.
Then what do you have to say better be important?
Your apprehension is understandable, even expected. But this is important. I will await your arrival.
Returning to Voss is one of the last things I want
Voss.
to do.
Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana Ray sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here, the members of the Force Enclave that we sent to the planet in wild space. I never regained contact with them, except for one final message that contained their findings. The man who sent it to me was changed. No doubt by what they endured and by what they found. What you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization. She was looked down upon for this by those who believed she shared power with the unworthy. She could find no favor among her kind. Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary. But eventually, Null made a connection with someone she did not intend. A being of dark malevolence, the Sith Emperor. He hunted her down, using her own power against her. Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins my team discovered. Null and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Null's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Null.
Why did someone as powerful as the Emperor take interest in such an outsider?
Many reasons. The Emperor was always searching for methods to increase his power, to expand his armies, and Null could provide them. And if the Jedi learned that someone they had expelled from their order was building the Emperor's weapons, that would have been a powerful blow.
Did the Jedi claim to protect people? And they let that happen?
I do not have much to say about how the Jedi conduct themselves. Voss also live by rules that many outsiders consider inflexible. The account of Darth Null's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
Malgus knows about Master Renaya and everything else about Darth Null's past, I'm sure of it. We're chasing shadows and making fools out of ourselves.
But now the truth has come to light. If Malgus wanted to hide it forever, he failed.
All that you found about Darth Null, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
All this sneaking around and secrecy for what? A bad dream?
The visions of the mystics are more than that. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
I saved this planet from the brink of total destruction. Isn't that enough?
For some, yes. But we must sway those who believe you brought Valen's attack upon Voss. From the damage she caused, there may be a way. Despite our best efforts, Some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. You have a reputation of persistence and tenacity. They will not turn you away so easily.
I can tell when someone is stringing me along. Either the three cooperate or I walk.
A fair proposition. Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
It's always something with Voss. This is exactly why I direct Imperial bullshit back to them.
I had hoped the three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Greetings. I am Maton Jar,
This is Kodum. Saga sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character?
Thanfoy vutagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun.
Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored.
Vuavaska, bam ki nagungam trongwang lao, the chow troksha. Ne sofun de ko nagda neva e ak nagnan ni matan. Ni go woi that wai chakamrang. Kumongi wai he triole. Thanfoy vutagan achnan choktontay, vebegor nesafun.
We understand that you hope for an audience with the three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal?
Tran vienmongi ho vabaka vihutroi qua tu fulam. Vostran fiti mi kukonua. Quantai lapwa uat Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai.
They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling.
Vuavaska bam ki nagung.
Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. To ignore their call for help would be the greater sin. I cannot force you to do the cleansing ritual, outsider, especially in this urgent situation. But should you choose to honor the customs of Voss, go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
I imagine doing the ritual would cause more people to die, but let's see.
This is the Altar of Clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it. Good. Now you must wash the ash from your hands. Use the basin. Thank you, outsider. You are free to enter the Shrine of Judgment.
When he said ritual, he made it sound like it would be more involved than all of that. He should have just said how simplistic it was, and then it wouldn't have mattered.
Shall we? Should feel better now.
Thank you, outsider.
Why is this happening?
Well, I wish I had known that talking to them wouldn't break my stealth.
This will help.
Fran viemongi ho vabaka vihutroi qua tu fulam. Va mingwang kam jiwan qua magilan va. Ne so fondi ko nagda neva eak nagnan ni matan. Vet no what ding no dangmo. Lam juak vi kong ropa la nid nakakamaki. Why back lam vikka tom bay te. Ni go why that why chakamrang. Kum ni go why bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun ei lam sayo. Then for vutagan achnan chok tontai. Ve begor ne so fun de ko. Nico Yakutobo, come Matfat, come Nico, why Bam Louis Chotai File, I'm back in Otomi, Number Mongbon, third.
I've got you.
Simpler than expected.
Oh, Kung Sa. Kwai Kong Ni Bao Le Ching Tong Huavaska. Bam King Ne So Fun De Ko Nada Neva Ayak Nagnan Nimatan. Boyisigro Wak Rang Kum Niku Wai Than Foy Futagan Achnan Chok Tontai. Go worry that way, Chakaran. Kmongi than Foy Futagan Achnan Chok Tontai. Vebegor Nesafon. Than Foy Futagan Achnan Chok Tontai. Nesafon De Konga Neva. Huavaska. Bam King Kongam Tromwan Lao. The Chow Troksha. With the what? Dingo Dango. We go worry that way, Chakaran. Kongi, why, hey, Triole. Nese fonde con neva deak nani matan. Why back lam yika tombete. Puawaska, bamki na gongkam, ni go worry that why chakaran. Kongi. Then for dagan achnan chok. Kum niku why bam we chok. Oh, kum sa. Nese fonde con neva deak ni go worry that why. Kiramog, van then for dagan achnan chok. Weet nog wat dingen wijden en bang.
Should feel better now.
Eyes on the floor. Do you hear me? We can't have you running around messing things up. What did I just say about not moving? Stay put. It's for your own good. Heads up, we got an intruder! Stand down now! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Take a breath.
I don't have time for this! I don't have time for this! I don't have time for this!
Then for the can Achnan chop me go word up why Chakamrang.
Lumbo Mungamun Tuturulan Kum Nueji Wai Bam Lui Chow.
Kom Nico why bam Louis Chota ne so fun de ko nada neva e Achnan. Me go word up why Chakamrang. Come me why hey trick. Kom Nico why bam ne so fun de ko nada neva e. Then for the can ach number mongbon. Boy sigro wak rangma. Kom Nico why bam Louis Chotai.
We had no warning to give. It is absurd to think we knew anything and failed to inform you. This is our home, as much as it is yours. There is a considerable amount of Gormak tech. How did the invaders come to possess this? Kodam, choose your words carefully. What do you know about this? And yet I had to discover the truth from the outsider. I see. But it is I who am accused of withholding information. Our researchers will study this device and divine its purpose. Doing so will allow us to track the invaders and avoid unnecessary destruction. Your actions have given us leverage in this fight, but our work in the Shrine of Contemplation was already behind. Zerka's presence has thrown the reconstruction into chaos. Some damage can be repaired. But if we cannot complete the restoration, it will leave a lasting scar. Until the work has resumed, the three will not turn their attention to you. You have proven to be more than capable for such a task. Let our people do their work, and we minimize battle in our most sacred places. Perhaps this is hard for an outsider to understand. You are very skilled at what you do. Rare talent combined with training that sets you apart. Now, imagine you are part of a society that works to hone your abilities to a greater purpose. Our shrines are built for this singular purpose. But now those shrines, built over generations, are destroyed, reduced to rubble by the Eternal Empire. In that moment, it was as if our eyes were shut. We were cut off from our purpose. We do not restore buildings. We ignite our purpose once more. Until we find that light again, everything else, the invaders, the truce, the relics, is secondary. Perhaps. But as I said, we cannot risk chaos in the tunnels because of a random search. Never fear. There is much to be done. We need help in ways other than stopping the invaders. Offer your skills, and the three will notice. Do you understand? The importance of what they do cannot be understated. Now, I must update the three on the situation. They will be most disappointed to learn how the invaders obtain the devices we are researching.
Ein pakkinot min två dronchin trankan. Nej så fundi konta neiva ei aknagnan matan. Vientrevevon ein pakkinot tän foi futagan aknan choktontai.
We are trying to repair the droids as quickly as we can, but their reprogramming has been extensive. It is complex work.
Well, we only have to do 2, so I guess we'll just take the first 2. Not one of my finer moments, but it was too late to really do anything about it, so...
I've got you.
guess taking the first two wasn't the wisest move, but I didn't realize it would break off into that many assignments on the second.
Should feel better now. a breath. Yes, I'm still here. Haven't gone anywhere.
Now they've just gotten ridiculous.
Here, this will help.
Take a breath.
Now for a bonus, it says that we can complete the other restoration efforts, but I think I had enough of that, and I'm sure you all have too.
The fountain of purity is functional again. I thought you would be pleased to hear it.
You have been busy aiding the restoration efforts. I make no promises, but the three may grant an audience. Of course, if you provide additional help. They did. I have their findings here. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force. Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared you should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. We have no time to play these games. In testing the device, we discovered things in the shrine that should be kept away from Zerka. Nothing that you are not already aware of. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
Alright, and unfortunately having to do all of that restoration tasks took longer than expected, so we are at the end of today's video. We will continue with Old Wounds in the next one. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.